Hey guys, this is Daryl, and this is another Fit Tip of Today. In today's segment, I want to show you a great exercise that I learned from Vince Gironda. It's called the seated lateral dumbbell raise. Even though Vince did not invent this particular exercise, he did change up the way the exercise is done so that it can accentuate the lateral aspect of the deltoid a little bit more than just the regular standard lateral raise. So Vince always liked this exercise because he believed that it really gave the sweep of the deltoid that attaches into the bicep. He was not always against pressing motion, like when you're doing the shoulder press or things like that. There was a time and place for those exercises, but for the most part, Vince always liked to do the lateral raise for developing the medial aspect of the deltoid, and that's really what gave the whole look of the physique, especially with that V taper. When you saw the guys, if you look at Vince's pictures, it's like his shoulders really are really wide, and they come out and they attach right into the bicep, and it's just a great look. And so this is something that he really worked on, and it kind of created that illusion of really that small waist and the big wide shoulders. So this particular exercise is great for that. The way you set up for this exercise is you want to sit at the edge of a flat bench, and here you want to put the dumbbells underneath your legs so that they're all four bells are touching. And then from here, you're kind of leaning over just a little bit, it's almost about 70 degrees that you're kind of leaning over. And then what you're going to do as you begin to raise the dumbbell up, you begin to sit up, straight up. And so as you're going up, you're also going into a position where you're going to turn your pinkies higher than your thumb. So your thumbs are going down, almost like you're pouring water out of a pitcher. And you're also keeping your hands slightly in front of you. So you don't want them back. Obviously that's going to ruin the motion. So you want to come up, and you're keeping the nice smooth, consistent tension on the muscle. So as you go underneath, you're coming up, you're raising up, and then you're turning your thumbs down, and you're keeping your elbows just a slight little bend in the elbow. And then you're going to feel the tension on the medial aspect of the deltoid, and that's why you turn your pinky up rather than just keeping it flat, so that if you go flat, you're not going to get the same tension on the deltoid, on the medial aspect of the deltoid that we want. So by turning just a little tiny bit, it's going to put more concentration on those medial fibers, and that's really what we're looking for. So it puts more stress on there, and over time it's going to help develop that area so that you can get that nice wide look to your physique. This is a great exercise. This is what it looks like at the side. So again, you put the dumbbells underneath. You're bent over about 70 degrees, but when you're bent over, make sure that you keep your back in the neutral position. Don't just hunch over. You want to make sure that you kind of lean, kind of hinge from the hip. And then as you come up, you're going to go in a nice, smooth, consistent pace. And you can hold the top position for about 1 to 2 seconds and then bring it back down if you like. But the idea here is you're keeping the hands out in front of you just a little tiny bit, keeping the elbows slightly bent, and you're turning the pinkies up as you are bringing the weight up, and then you go back underneath. So that's the seated lateral dumbbell raise. It's a great exercise. When it's done like this, you're going to really feel the medial aspect of the deltoid really fire off. So it's a great exercise, and it really does bring out those shoulders, so you can really look good in a tank top. This is what it looks like in the standing lateral dumbbell raise. It's very similar, but except for we're not going underneath our legs. You're going to hold the dumbbells out in front of you, and you're going to be, your heels are together, toes flared. You're going to keep your knees slightly bent, and then you start with the dumbbells in front of you on your thighs, all bells touching. And then as you raise up, you're going to go up nice and smooth. Same idea as you're going up. You're going to turn your pinkies up, and then your thumbs are down. Slight little bend in the elbow. Keep the dumbbells out in front of you just a slight little bit too, about so again, we don't want to go flat here and start throwing behind us. So you want to go out and just keep the tension on the medial aspect of the deltoid. So it's very important to know where the deltoid is, obviously, and then to know where the tension point is on the medial aspect of the deltoid. So, when you're doing this exercise, you want to try to find that point of the greatest resistance on that point of the target muscle. So when you're coming up, you might have to just change your hand position just a little tiny bit to kind of see what works best for you. But for the most part, it's coming up, pinkies turning up, thumbs are down, and you're going to just a slight little bend in the elbow, and you're going to keep constant tension on the deltoid. So this is another great exercise to do. And guys, there's been some controversy, you know, with the thumb up, pinky. I mean, the thumb down, pinky up position. So if you feel any pain, if it doesn't feel right to you, then just don't do it. You know, I've been doing it for 30 years, and I have yet to have any shoulder issues. So it works for me, and I think it'll also work for you if it's done correctly. So give it a try. So guys, there's two variations of the lateral dumbbell raise. You got the seated lateral raise, and then you got the standing dumbbell lateral raise. Give them both a try, see what one you like the most, but add it to your program. I guarantee you're going to get great results with this exercise. Always start light, work your way up to the heavier weight. You never use momentum. You don't want to just start throwing those weights up, so just go nice and smooth. It should be a nice consistent pace, nice pattern. You want to feel tension all the way through. If you want, you can hold the peak contraction for 1 to 2 seconds at the end, and that really is going to really light up the neural pathways of the deltoid, and you're going to really be happy with the results. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions with today's video blog, if you want to see more videos like this, please email me. Let me know what you want to see. You can find my email on my website. It's at www.darylconant.com. I want to thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you next time.